Web navigators, hello and welcome to PC Tips and Tricks. In the recent updates to Windows 11, there has been the addition of PTR, which stands for Point-in-Time Restore. We now have two different interfaces on Windows, the old classic Win32 window on the left, the new modern UI interface on the right. Both of these interfaces control the same VSS technology, which stands for Volume Snapshot Service. Here's how to access it. Click on the Settings icon. Select System. Then click on the Recovery tab. Then in the Restore to a Previous Point in Time tab, click on View or Edit. The problem is that Microsoft is still messing about by introducing a feature without allowing you to configure it simply as you wish. The only option available is to enable or disable the feature. And management of the allocated disk space, which will be a maximum of 3% of the system disk's total capacity. Thanks Microsoft, very generous. Utter nonsense. It would have been more useful if this could be managed across all editions. That would make recovery easier, but then again, that's Microsoft through and through. You won't be able to change the frequency or retention period via the Windows registry either. Windows therefore applies a restriction preventing the automatic creation of multiple restore points via its settings within a 24-hour period. However, you can still change the frequency via the task scheduler. You can bypass the editing restriction in Windows 11 Home Pro to force more frequent system restore points to be created. Here's how it works in detail. The creation of system restore points is managed in the background by a dedicated system task. To change this, click on the search icon. Type Task Scheduler. You can also create a shortcut in the Start menu. Run as administrator. Select Task Scheduler Library. Microsoft. Windows. Then Setup. You will not be able to delete the existing trigger as it is a native Windows system task. Whenever there is a system update or automatic maintenance, Windows detects that its original task is missing or corrupted and automatically recreates it with its default settings. In the right-hand pane, I select Create a Task. Be careful not to create a basic task. In the General tab, I name the task. Run only if the user is logged in, must be ticked, otherwise, you will be prompted for a password when confirming the task. I tick Run with maximum permissions. This is very important to ensure that VSS has administrator rights. In the Triggers tab, I click New. In my case, as I don't have a fixed schedule, I'll configure it as follows. The task is set by default to at a scheduled time. I select Every Day. I change the time to 00. Then I tick Repeat the task every day and set it to 4 hours. For a duration of indefinitely. Then I confirm by clicking OK. Then in the Actions tab, I select New. The Start a Program under Program Script, I enter Tasks. I add the arguments. I confirm by clicking OK. Your custom task will simply instruct the system to run the official PITA task every 4 hours without you needing to modify the system task itself. Then in the Conditions tab, I check that Start the task only if the computer is idle is unchecked, as well as Stop if the computer switches to battery power, and Start the task only if the computer is connected to the mains. In the Settings tab, tick Run the task as soon as possible if a scheduled start is missed if it is correctly configured. I untick Stop the task if it is no longer running, and if the current task does not finish on demand, force it to stop. As I have ticked Run as soon as possible if a scheduled start is missed. If the PC was switched off at the scheduled time, the task will automatically catch up as soon as I log in, and Windows will then run the task and create a system restore point every 4 hours instead of every 24 hours. Please note, Windows will delete all system restore points if the allocated disk space reaches its maximum usage limit. Goodbye to the 72-hour interval, but at least with my configuration, I'll always have system restore points from as close as possible to the last time the system was used, in addition to the backups made using third-party software. Well, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it.